Hey YouTube, just wanted to give an update on what we're doing right now. It's February 1st and 2019, and we're just getting back into a brand new swing of a brand new year and getting everything going again on the homestead. Right here I got my broilers. They are about 2 weeks old and getting close to 2 weeks old. So next week they'll be going outside to the tractor. There's 25 of them in there, and we're about to clean this thing out this morning and replenish their food and water. They've really started eating and drinking a lot, so it's almost time for them to go outside, get on some grass, and it's just warming up good for them too. And I took most of my pepper plants into the greenhouse because we had a hard freeze, but we still got some out here that did fine through our polar weather we had. We got down to 30, but here's our daddle peppers. They still are putting out peppers. They didn't freeze. And here's some that a caterpillar just came and ravaged, but he's gone now. I make a lot of daddle pepper hot sauce and jelly, pepper jelly, pickled peppers. Got some Swiss chard going right here. My Tabasco pepper, it did not freeze. I got a little bit of damage, but it's gonna be alright. My jalapenos. I make pickled jalapenos with these guys and cowboy candy. And I got a bunch of plants under here that fared well through the little freeze we had. We're in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. So we have very mild winters here. I wish they'd be a little more harsh to control some of these bugs. Got a crazy dog. Keeps wanting in and out. And here is what my husband's got going on out here. He's a firewood hoarder, and we just used a big chunk of it for our annual January camping trip. But he's got his log splitter out here, and we've used a bunch of the pile that's right there, but he's got a new pile started over there where he has started chopping these logs up. We just got all this from Panama City. All of our family lives over there, and as most of the world knows, Panama City is nothing but a giant pile of firewood. At least it's recovering, but it's going to take some time. We've been doing tons of work over there trying to get everybody back right side. Here is my Brussels sprouts that I got going in the ground. Okay, see what's going on in here. Just got this little 4x6 for Christmas. It was really nice. It holds a lot once you get your vertical space going. And it came from Amazon, I believe. Harbor Freight has the same one for a lot cheaper, so interested in that. Got some strawberry shoots I'm trying to root right here. Some beefsteak tomatoes that I rooted in the house that got real leggy that I'm replacing. Trying to do some Marconi reds right here, but I'm gonna bring them in the house as soon as my heat mat comes in, because they're not germinating on their own. My beefsteaks. And then these are my everbearing strawberries Got 2 of them going. I already got some red strawberries. Picked those up from Home Depot. And then here's another one of my peppers I saved from the caterpillar and the cold. And then here are some husk cherries that I picked up from Home Depot too. They had a lot of little pepper plants and tomato plants. And in here I'm growing radishes and a few onions that I had to come up. And there's a little okra that I transplanted. And then these are seeds that I saved. I just did a big old crop of pepper jelly with scotch bonnets and ghost peppers and my super hots that I had, and I saved a big old pile of seeds and then just didn't sort them or anything, just put them in here to see what I could germinate, and actually 2 of them finally did. But I'm also going to drag this in the house and put it under the heat mat and see if I can get some more to germinate, because we like those super hot peppers. And I got some Bloomsdale spinach right here, which I'm so excited about, because it's been a long time since I've been able to bloom spinach. I just haven't hit it right. And there we go. We got some more going in the house. Okra. Some more, I think these are red globe radishes. This is a gourmet mix. And then here's another couple of husk cherries that I got. And all of these came off of one pot, I believe, that I separated, that I got from Home Depot for about $3.33. And I ended up getting 4 plants off of it, so that was pretty good. I'm not mad about that. And there's 2 more strawberries that I got from Home Depot that already had strawberries. I was super excited because I was wanting to get going on some strawberries this year. And then that lettuce that didn't germinate very well that I'm going to redo. And some more peppers. There's my bowl of lettuce down there, and I got some pak choy in there as well. And I think this is going to be a bell pepper right here. It was a volunteer that I found growing in the compost pile. And then I got my bell pepper that has been producing a lot, and my ghost pepper back here, and radishes, and I believe these are like I got some Romas and Homestead tomatoes, and then I got some National Pickling cucumbers that I germinated out here in the greenhouse. Some Harvester green beans. Down there I got some beets and carrots. And then here I got some Alaska snap peas, or Alaska snow peas, and some sugar snaps. And I got a kitty cat. And then over here I have some tender green bush beans. And somewhere, no, I just rearranged this, put these new shelves down there. I got some Kentucky Wonders and some pole beans. I'm gonna pull them out this morning and stick them out of the greenhouse because we're past the threat of bad weather for the time being. I'm gonna put them out and put some poles for them to grow up. And then here I got some scarlet runner beans and some sugar and peas. And then I haven't planted anything in here, but I'm gonna plant some more sugar and peas and another thing of scarlet runners. So I'll go and look and see. Now that the cat's out of my greenhouse, I can shut it. Go see what's going on in the animal situation this spring. Well, yesterday we cleaned out the Big Blue chicken house where the majority of my eggers live, or actually all of my eggers except for my bannies. And I have 12 laying hens that are fresh laying hens. They're all laying, getting 10 or 11 eggs every single day right now, so they have no idea that it is the January. I'm happy with that. Got one rooster in there. And then in here is my bannies. I got 2 Old English bannies, a mottled Cochin rooster, and then up here I have their offspring from last fall. 2 roosters and a hen. And as soon as I butcher my first set of probably my broilers, because I'll probably have my broilers ready before my rabbits are ready, those 2 roosters are going to freezer camp. Believe it or not, game bantam roosters are good and meaty and proportionate. And there's a red Cochin bantam in there, either laying an egg or deciding that it's time to start sitting. She's bad about that, or good, I should say. And right now we have the chick safe. And I don't have it set to open because since summer, I changed it to where it only opens when I want it to open, but it will still close at dark. So if I open it, it'll close, but if I don't open it, then it just stays closed. And here is Golden Lace Wyandotte, my rooster, some black Astrolorps, Americana, and then those Creole looking ones, that's a Pioneer mixed with Americana, and then there's another Pioneer mixed with something. Those are, I've been breeding Pioneers for the last 5 years into my flock. They are excellent layers. They will set their eggs. They're good foragers. They're good at avoiding predators. They're just the best chickens ever. So, as you can tell from my 10 or 11 eggs every day from 12 hens. So yesterday we started the cleanup, spring cleaning in here. And today we got to finish that and start putting fresh dirt back in here, because I just do a dirt method and then I shovel it all out a few times a year and put fresh dirt back in here. And with only 13 chickens in here, which get let out a lot, and here's my situation I have. Got to put some more. Got to put some more shavings in my boxes today, because I keep kicking the shavings out, and I got to dust in here with the broom. Get all these dust just accumulated everywhere. Just finish cleaning, and then there's our feed hoppers. And here is the bulldog. The Cray Cray Bulldog. He is completely useless on the farm. He does nothing but be entertaining and love everybody. And here is my meat rabbits. What I got going on. I only do about 100 kits a year because we have family of 4, and I plan on doing 2 rabbits a week. And if we don't eat 2 rabbits in a week, we got extra because we give some away, and sometimes I use them for events and canning and all that. But this is my doe Xenia. She's working on her 3rd year, and she's a really good, one of my best rabbits I've ever had for breeding. And she's got, you can see in here, 5 babies. She normally has 10 or 11, but this is her first. We didn't do any fall breeding this year because there was too much going on last fall, and we raised a lot. We got our 100 quota in, and so we still have a bunch. I intensively bred in spring and in the fall previous and that spring. So we're trying to get our 100 in from January to June this year with 3 does. And if I keep, this is my doe Juniper. She is 3, or she'll be 3 this year too. She is my best doe ever. She's New Zealand and New Zealand white and Flemish giant. And she doesn't have babies yet, but I'm looking for her to go in the next week. Because I bred them all around December 29th to first week of January. And right now I have 2 bucks. I'd like to keep one, but it's a good idea to keep 2 in case something happens to one. But this is a pretty good buck I got. He is New Zealand and Flemish giant and Altex, which I've always wanted to get my hands on some Altex, but the rabbits that I have, I like to keep an outside buck, but I've been breeding my own does. The doe I just showed you is half of the first one, Xenia. She's half Rex and half American Chinchilla, so she's an outsider. This is her brother. I don't breed them together, but he's a nice buck, and he's pretty calm. But I've been thinking about doing away with him so I can just have one, because I like to keep my stuff streamlined as possible. Here's my new doe that I kept from last summer's breeding, or last spring's breeding, I should say. She was born March of last year. This is her first litter. She just had, her mama is Juniper, the one I showed you that looked just like her. And this is her daddy, this guy. So she is a quarter American Chinchilla, a quarter New Zealand white, a quarter Rex, and a quarter Flemish giant. And she is a big girl. I'm not gonna mess with her too much. She was the best specimen that I raised last year, as far as big, fast, nice, big girl. I haven't weighed her in a while, but I would say she's a little over 9 pounds. And she just got her first litter on the ground a couple days ago. And I haven't counted them. There was one dead, but she made a wonderful nest. She was busy furiously putting everything I put in here into this box, building her first little nest. And we got some pretty babies in here. And I would say there's at least, 7 or 8 in there. I haven't counted them. Generally, I get from my rabbits between 8 and 11. So that's the rabbit situation. Got 3 does and 2 bucks right now. There's the chickens. This is my garden area that I'm getting ready to plant everything from the greenhouse in. I plant in containers, and here's my compost pile. I plant in containers and I plant in square foot gardens exclusively. So far. Never know when I might change my mind on that, but this is my garden. I have cattle panels coming that I redid the fence. I had a pallet fence and I took it down, and I'm going to redo it with cattle panels and put this kind of fencing like this on it to keep the chickens out. But right now there's nothing too spectacular going on. Key lime tree over there is really happy because it's under that rabbit pen. These are all my tires that I grow in. There's another grow container that I got. I got 3 beds. I'm going to add more beds. Got another bed right here, another one right there, and I got to clean this one out. And I'm only going to have these 3 or 4 file cabinet drawers. I usually grow greens in those. I'm going to add a new bed right here. This is my broiler tractor, Once the broilers come out here, they'll have a light and they'll be in this, and they'll have that automatic water and the hose going to them. And I just move every day. I just move them to a new grass, and I might even put them on the other side of the yard. But that's what I do with our broilers. I get 20 to 25 broilers, and they live in that. I got a new tarp in there that I'm gonna put on the back side of that because that one's toast. But I'm gonna put the new tarp and get that ready for them. Figure out their little path that they're gonna go on. My in-ground beds, everything that came out of the chicken pen went into these, and probably gonna build a few more. The peach tree has been struggling ever since we got here. Put it in 4 years ago. That satsuma tree put out a few this year, but caterpillar keeps attacking it. Our plum tree put out some this past year, but only a few. So we haven't had super good luck. And my bulldog just took off after something in my... What was you after? I see what you're after. I got a curious dog, so I am fixing to end this video. I have one of my neighbor's dogs that likes to come in my chicken pen when I let them out when he thinks I'm not looking. So that's a problem. But yeah, that's what I got going on this year, and that's your update.